Sham is the Trumas Daf Tzadik Hey Omed Aleph. In Nishmat Gita Basavama Chaim Yitzchak David Gesh and Chaim Ben Rav Yitzchak as a Shimon Ben Yitzchak. Mechaber, it's mentioned the Mechaber yesterday. We didn't see it inside. Mechaber says in Pei Gimel in Yeridea Sif Hey. See a dogim Timeim Eine Element Rabbanon. The Fikach Mutter Liknois Naagoyim Dogim Meluchim Tohirim Afa Pishum Menochim Imatimeim Bekli Echad Shema Loi Nimluchu Yachad. That's like the Mechaber. Very interesting because we have here Toys Koyanim, and Toys Koyanim said the Tzir is a Ribi Akro, Sheket is a Ribi Akro. Pashtus, when you learn this Toys Koyanim, you think it's a Deraisa, but there's many of the Rishonim hold it's only the Rabbanon, and the Mechaber himself says it's only the Rabbanon, and doesn't even bring a Yeshayimim that says it's Deraisa, doesn't mention the Deraisa at all. So he names on for double Poshet that it's an Issa only Midrabanan. The Tzir is only Midrabanan. What? It's Smachta, yeah. It says it's Smachta. The Toys Kohanim brings the whole Mishnah. Brings the Ganze Mishnah. And they learn Pshat that this is how the Rosh and the other Rishonim, they learn it's the Deraisa, Midrabanan. It's only at Smachta. Even though it quotes the whole Mishnah. Hago, V'yesh oisim imu nochem b'matveim b'chovasachas chen lahagen the Knoisim, I feel them roim action menuchim atmei meluchim be'iruv ala shulchan shemoichin as yisham mavad beherring u'makish. These are different types of fish. The matirim b'cholin the vade einim meluchim atmei mishum ein derech the meluchim imod. But akapon the etzem halacha he learns it's only midrabanan. Zog the Pri Chodesh. On this Mechaber, Pirish, Mitchila Vacha Shepolta Kotzira and Ivam Yachad, V'av Shehem Lachem, V'eshoyisim, Atam Kivim Shehem Minochem Imatmeim, Amin Mistam and Nimluchu Kach Mitchila B'Yachad. It's hard to understand. If it's only with the Rabbanon, so it's a Safed. If you know for sure, then not. In other words, the dinner is only the Rabbanon. So Safed the Rabbanon is the Kula. But if I know for sure it's Nimlach, Naman says also, that's the name of the name. I mean, I remember my mother used to take always from the Goyim, used to buy from Goyim. That's only lately, huh? What? Used to buy fish from the Goyish stores. There was no other stores. There was no such thing, exactly. Right. So we must continue to the tin because it is this Mechaber. Zikter Atzai. Possibly B'Toris Chatos B'Shem Issa V'Hete Ha'Oruch D'Im Yesh Shishim Min HaToyim Neged HaTameim Koyin L'Katchila. If there's Shishim, so you can buy L'Katchila. V'loy mezakinan is Shem Hoya Tameim Yoyse Mochalem, because there's Shishim. And once there's Shishim, I don't have to be Choy. I did Mishnah State a whole bunch of other Shurim. But again, that's all in the Rabbanon, so Sofik, you're not Machmer. Ma'asher Kosid V'tzia Tameim is battle B'Shishim. Da, what steht da, es da, Bittel von Shishim. Shedas HaRambam, Beinu Avad Yov, Vatanur, Beferish HaMishnah, Mesechtet Rumes, Perik Yud, in the Mishnah, that Tzir einem is battle, Ela im ken yeh chelik midak tomeh biyoyse mi'elef midak to. It's a bayah. So it doesn't help. Shishim doesn't help. So not like Toys Chatas. Was he it's here mutter. The nearly shitama mishum the Gasina also Yerushalmי. Hoyle biyoyse ben bun in the Gemara. Ba'achber chad le'elef. Achber is a bayah, and achber is a tomeh. The dark tummy, you need 1,000 to be matlet, even though it's a berry, it comes from matlet. And in the Gemara, the Shami holds it's bottle be yellow. The Babi holds not like that. Pirish achbere, so he learns achbere Shem Mokim. Okay, but hoise b'tziyah dogim timeim. It's a big enough committee because if you say it's an achbere, so that was l'choyre, that was a berry, and a berry, he says that a berry bad bottle. If you go to achbere the Shem Mokim, it's no right that it was a berry. Could be was that the place. But hoise b'tziyah dogim timeim da loko. It's going on only on the tziyah, not going on mamish achbere. This is a good way to get nafkamina and how we go over here what achbere means. Does it mean the place or not? V'hoyle the kol hainu Yisura. V'ikar ro Yisura. But Rambam, the Chibur, now this I don't understand. They say, the Rambam says that in the Perish Mishnayos, in the Yad, he was Chayzer. Why? In Perik Tezvov, Machos Asus Halacha Lamed Daled, Chayzer boy. He was Chayzer from what he writes in the Perish Mishnayos. Favos. What does he write? V'zel L'shoyne. Dag Tomei, Shekov Shoy Im Dag Toeh. Where's this? This is the first sentence in the Mishnah that we're struggling with. Zokter, and doesn't say in the Mishnah, doesn't say what the din is. And Dag Tomei, Shekov Shoy Im Dag Toeh. Zok the Rambam of them, Hakol Osa. It's Osa. Elam Kein Hoye Tomei Echad B'Mesayim in HaTorah. Ad Kan. Das steht da in Rambam. Dag Tomei Shekov Shei Im Dag Torah. So here he doesn't bring here. He has over here in the brackets. The Sach Gis in the Rambam. Da steht Tzir Hakol Osa. Elam Kein Hoye Tomei Echad B'Mesayim in HaTorah. Why? What steht da Tzir in the brackets? Because in the Mishnah itself, Dag Tomei and Tzadik Daladum Beis on the top line. Dag Tomei Shekov Shei Im Dag Torah. Stop. Already doesn't talk about Tzir. It talks about the Dag itself. So the Dag itself, the Chodesh does have been V'Beya. And the Rambam doesn't say what the Mishnah Sheitach Mishnah. And these guys over here that the Rambam is talking about that part of the Mishnah. And he says here in brackets, he says Tzir Hakolosa. And okay, no, you tell me Echem Messiah Torah. What's the machlekes if it's talking about the Tzir or not? Look, the Chodesh. You're talking about here the dag itself. We're talking about the dag himself. Dag Tomei Shekov Shim Dag Torah Hakol Osa Elm Ken Hoye Tomei Echad Mi Messiah Min HaTorah. So that's schwer zu verstehen. He's going over here not here. He's going the Dag Torah Shekov Shim Dag Tomei Idchas Habeya, and then he says Echad Mi Messiah. How does that work? But Tamei Shepoisek Ravu the Ma'isham Misham Misham Rabbi Yosef Bechanina the Rabbi Tzim is battle. Okay, shine. So here, it would be not correct to go by this Mishnah and not mention this Rashba. You know, Tshuva said Rashba in the first Chelik. He has about, I think, four Tshuvas on this Mishnah. 4 Tshuvas. So I want to read you this couple of lines in the Rashba because it's mind-boggling what he writes here. This is Rei Shalom. This is the first tshuva. Shalta. He's not saying this. Doesn't bring the shayla. Doesn't mean the tshuva. Shalta b'mashe kasafti b'toyes habayis. The Rashba in the toyes habayis. The beya bottle b'tasak. Beya becomes bottle in 960. So this is what the shayla said. That's what you wrote, right? Beya becomes bottle. That's the akbar bottle be'elef. Yeah. Ve'amata shukasafti oid begid anoshe. I wrote. He's asking a steal in the Rashba. And Rashba was quoting this question. Nim chagufu shall give b'toy chakar. Harei said so shishim. And here I say you need elef. Here he says shishim. Avzmanchu shalim beyu ubeya ene betel loylam. K'moshe be'anu. Ve'amata, and the shoyl said. Dr. Rashba was quoting the shoyl. Tomani shrei kasafti lamala shebeyu betel be 960. Vim loy khashachta lefarish min neisha mate kemoy shibanu adayin kosher eich omra eine betel loylam. Tshuva. Dr. Rashba said. Chazalti al sifrei. I looked over all my tshuvas. There are thousands of tshuvas. V'loy kesafti. He kept always, when he wrote a tshuva, he kept one by himself. That's how they knew what the tshuvas were. But on a computer, right? And there's thousands of tshuvas. V'loy kesafti sham li oilam. V'asoifish shekosa came b'sifrechem. Looks like there was no copy machine, so they wrote one tshuva, geshem noch tshuva. So the scribe who wrote over the tshuva, had sich based in what I wrote. B'sifrechem like digdig b'zeh, b'korav hoye loy litoyis kol shiroi shisafti eni b'teila. This is what I said. It doesn't become bottle. This is shemes. It becomes bottle in tasak, which is 960. Ach eni b'loshen hazeh kasafti miu dafke plitosai. Was where the bottle, the plita becomes bottle, not the goof. The goof itself of the dog, it came as bottle. The goof is the beya. Ma'asha ain't in the tzir. So those from the goyin. But the goyin says that whatever you have from the goof goes into the tzir as betadim from beya. The tzir has din of beya. The Rashba says over here, not like that. Abu goof shall give him like nimche when the makir always says kol git. What's after? This is like Tosis. Tosis says over there, we're in Bechayres, Achzel. Tosis Gezog, Tosis Fekta Hakasha. What do you need a whole Mishnah with a whole Tosis Kayanim? It's Tam Kike, Mishnahs are not Tam Kike. They Fekta Tosis Hakasha. Yeah, this is in Bechayres, Davo and base. Right, yeah, in Toima. Teipig Lei Mi Mishras, Lieten Tam Kike. So we're talking about the ganze Yafusa, the Rabban, the Reis, whatever it is. Fekta Tosis Tam Kike. Yeshloime, Hefetoises, Ikra Kro, the ganze Posik. It looks like he is learning the Posik as the Reis. He says, Ikra Kro, let's see them. The Posik is coming to tell me the din of Tzir. That's what Shait in Tois Kanim. Ochad Hashaz, that's the Ochad Hashaz, Islam Temem, Pojaz Masalim, that it just talks about the limit from the Zach. Aber nicht der Atzim Zach. The limit is, we're going on Tzir. And on the Tzir is the Ribi Akro. And there you can't say Tam Kika. Who told you that Tzir is also? Vetach Megal gewesen. There, Tois Kahanim is Megal, that Tzir is a double Issa. If not for that, Tzir is not like normally we sing, which are Yotzim and Osa is also. It's not Yotzim and Osa. It's a Ribi Akro. If you wouldn't have the Ribi Akro, but Tzir is going Osa. What's Rex Makash Tam Kika? The Zach is nicht Bechal nicht Kenisse. It's not just the Tam from the Zach. It's an Anaya Zach. The Tzir is a Beri Bifnatza. And that's what the Torah is asking over here. And the Rajba is saying over here, Umash tomato lomo shepesakti bebeyu the betele petition meis v'shishim. Du fragst dich Akasha me, how could I say that Bey is bottle? Weißt doch in ganz Babli, Bey wird doch bottle. The im mishum lehu the dak tome shekoshu im dak toeh. This ratio, we're talking about the dak tome itself, not the plita, not the tzir, the dak itself. Umash inem oleh b'Yerushalmi, he gufu le mitukme elo leinye bitl tzir. The ratio of the Mishnah, Dag Tome, Dag Tome, Zog the Rashba, this is talking about Tzir. Kiditoni behedyev, Loi Gufa Shal Dag, no, the Tzir from the Dag. Leidati Loma Niskavanta Be'omocha, the Huli Inyan Bittel Tzir, Kiditoni behedyev, Loi Gufa Shal Dag. Im Mitzota came a fush b'shumokim, Shein El Tzir, Loi Gufa, Shein.
Where does it say Loi Gufa?
What?
Where does it say Loi Gufa?
It's a Gemara. Aval Gufa, actually, hey, Roy, that's what he says. Lo in bittul lisma halacha. He says it. He says here like this. Gets more. He says the Mishnah. Look at that. It's an empty Mishnah like this. The Mishnah states that B'chol said Yehuda Rabbi Yosi. Yehuda says Masayim. The Tanna Kama holds 960. Yehuda says 200. Rabbi Yosi says 16. So this is that's the rest of the Mishnah is talking about Tzir. It's only Dag Tomit Tzira Yosa. If you do Oime Reviz B'Sasayim, that's a 200. Yosa Oime Mishishosa. Al Zeh Bosa Loime Zok the Rashba to the Shoyel. The Kol Oise Mishnah Eine Elu Bittul Tzir. The Mishnah is talking about Bittul Tzir. Befurish. V'Reish Nami the Toni Dag Tomit Shekov Shin Dag Toa. The Alma Mishum Kvish Lavad. That's only Kovash. It's Kvish Lavad. Mishum bitilu shel tzir. So the Rashba macht nicht kein Tuss. Besetzt sich wegen der Dag, so setzt sich wegen der Tzir. The mishum bitul gufa shel Dag. If you're going to say the ratio, the Hakdoma, others want to say the Hakdoma. It's not the Hakdoma, he says. If you say that first sentence, it's talking about gufa shel Dag, lomli shekovshe, lemishen sarav. It's like a chapter then. What does the Mishnah have to say? That shekovshe, just say shen sarav. Im loyal ze bos lismach agav khofach kod yashab lo yant boy da kochen sefer de reisha lo mishum bitl tzir dem ken havle machlekes Tana Kama be Yehuda Rabbi Yosi. Tana Kama says teshemez v'shishim. Yehuda says Sasayim. Rabbi Yosi says 16. So the bezay no, it can't be 960 216 can't be such a machlekes. Why? The efshir shehei ben Tana Kama and Yehuda Rabbi Yosi kulahai from 960 all the way down to 16. And I see it, the Shayach. We were misgewindet when we learned it. This Mamash what the Rashba is saying. The contract is too big, yes. And we're talking about time. How can this be? Nobody's even saying yet, we'll see what he says at the end. Where's the 960 come? Which airplane did this come in, the 960? This came in the 960, even though it says in Tois Kam status. He's learning to see the Rabbanon. For what? Shetach Gemara, the Ein Elzei Be'alma. Kulahai. We can say 960 on something was only the Rabbanon. Dem came my come bossereish dag tomet tzira yose shetach shpeter tzira yose ad hash betzira skinan. if we're talking before in the Reisha, it's talking Betzir. Now you also know what's up Betzir. Why didn't he say that right away? We start the Mishnah. Let's say it's talking Betzir. Elo Reisha, that's a toys. To say that the Reisha is talking about Tzir. To say that it's a Akdoma, that's a Ta'ut. It's not true. Elo Reisha, and he builds it up. He says, he shows you why it's impossible. And that's what it's not possible. Well, Elamai, what's the pshat? Reisha, the first sentence is Dak Tomei, Shekova, Shem Dak Torah, Reisha Be'isa Kivisha, She'oisis HaTorah, B'mlichosei Imoy, V'hodeh Ayi, and the rest of the Mishnah is talking Bittul Gufoy, the Sefer, and the Sefer Be'isa Tzirah U'Bitulay. Sefer is talking about Tzir, but the Eshta Shtikl in the Mishnah, the Reisha is not talking about Tzir. B'sholish Mishnaysen. Look, the Mishnah is really split up into three. Look, Reisha B'Nesinas Tam, B'Shekovish Dak Tomei, Im Dak Torah, the Nesinas Tam, Kedak Torah, Shemoch in Dak Tomei, the Masin Peri Kalabosa. We're talking about a Kovash from the Dak itself, in the Nesinas Tam of Kovash. And he doesn't say it, but look here, this is Zichad Deraisa. You have a Dak Tomei, and Kovash Kumubushel, right? And you make a Kvisha, and you're not talking about over here of Tzir. So if it's not talking about Tzir, look, this is a Deraisa. V'hochim Mishnah Chaseidahi, v'hochik Toni, Dak Torah, Shekovshim Dak Tomei, V'loi Pirish im Osrei Mutter, the Mishnah, Zoktach Nish. What's going on? Chsuri Mechse, Feltach in the Mishnah. What's the din? Okay, cover it. Busi has the din. Zokta, he doesn't explain the Rash, but then he goes, Sefer, Kol Grav, B'bitulei Gufay. Then he go on to Bitulei Begufay, and the Sefer B'bitul Tzirah. The second case is also talking by Gufay, not by Tzir. And the first case is talking was a Kvisha of it was a Beria. In the second case, it wasn't a Beria. Yerushalmi Pirish Reisha lasted the Gesina Allah. Dak Tamar Guda Ben Pazi to the Reisha in the Gemara in the Yerushalmi. This Reisha, this we saw yesterday. This Gemara, this Gemara is the Mefarish the Reisha of the Mishnah that's talking about. It fell in a Tomei with a Torah. And the question is, how did it fall? B'zachazeh or b'basachas? Chein Pirish Rash. So steht in Rash, der Lashonai, Hashlei Meiri be'isen esines tam de Shura b'shishim, Ele b'dak Tomei shenesara b'tzoy dak Toirin, the Misri Kula Mishum, the Beri Lebota, Atkan Lashonai.
What's the chiluk in second and third?
The first one is Beria, the second one is not Beria, it's also Guf, and the third one is talking by Tzir. So only one part is talking by Tzir, the third part. Okay.
So the tam for that berry is bottle tough kusamach?
No, that's...
Yeah. It's red bottle, yeah.
That's a berry itself.
That's, again.
Tam from a berry.
No, the first one, he doesn't say that there's the sack in the first one. The first one, that's only shvet by Tzir. The Shia of 960 is only by Tzir. The Reisha, we're talking about Beria, that's not bottle. It's not bottle. Shetach is the Mishnah, but I think that's the pshat. Reisha, b'isik v'shosei, she'oisei esatoy b'mlichosei imoy, that's because it's a gufay, and it's a gufay for a Beria. But the bottle. According to the Bavli, he's going with the Bavli, but according to the Yerushalmi shetach achbara vetach yobottles, and if you learn achbara is the shem of the achbara, not the shem mokim, so then it does become bottles. That's the in them.
That's his question. That's a contrast.
Yeah, no. He answers the contrast. This is talking about the dag itself, right? But you're right. There we talk about the shum. If you learn pshat the shum, is only talking the tzir. What's the nafkamin? So listen to what he's going to say now. This is mind-boggling. Look at this. This is the next shuvah. Umasha Mata, he brings the shoyl with Yesim in the Reish Ayin Aleph. Lama besakti Yerushalmi. What's the passing Yerushalmi? Now the Ravid we know what? He's asking, why did you pass like the Yerushalmi? You should pass like the Bavli, right? Now the Ravid jumps on the Rambam in a number of places in Trumas, and he says, why do you go like the Yerushalmi? The Yerushalmi has too many gizzas. Because there's a lot of gizzas, so maybe it's hard to go with the Yerushalmi. We don't know exactly what the gizzas is, but the Ravid himself, we found many times, does passing like the Yerushalmi. So it's hard to understand exactly. But he's asking, why do you do that? So he's like, Ani Amarti, the kol shuhu lamala michad betrei b'min b'min l'idon de l'isfilan k'guda the rabbanon hu because can shura meya u'mesayin dovish b'minyev cheticharu l'izkadbed b'fnei ochim u'beya all these shurim the rabbanon kula the rabbanon hen. You should remember one thing: all these shurim are all the rabbanon. The rice is chad betrei bottle. Everything else is the rabbanon the geshurim. Okay, hold the rabbanon hoichel lahokel. I didn't find anywhere, Doctor, that a Berya shouldn't have this share, that the Berya is also not the Rabbanon. V'im daitach b'nei sheshininu gid anoshe b'zman shemekira zorke v'oichel shay. Okay.
What is the liquid? How is it?
One second. Then he brings it. I'll come in a minute. The Rabbi Yossi Babun hit the achber be'elef. I say Yisham said by Berya is the chiyah but be'elef. V'lo yishei tzorech elef elamaisa hoya shenesara be'elef. Not that you could go do that and be battle be'elef. It's the Berya maisa shoya kach hoya shenesara be'elef v'hitte and they were matter who adin b'tesha meis or they were matter 960. Shetev sham b'shir v'chein koser ben shimshon and Rash. So it was matter, but not like that stalocha, but yeah, but they were matter. As everybody says. When Lilman Mekan is soon the Mashu can come. But personally, you can't learn. Umasha Ata Shelani, Tam Hayushalmi, was the Tam Hayushalmi after Sag, we can deny 60. If I say we came in the 960, where did it come from, right? We learned the Mishnah. The Skamish get that 960. But we were Zochet learned Yishalmi. We kept us. Where does it come from? Look, the Lois Zechisi, look, the Where's the Makar? Yeah, where's the Makar? And that also drives into the other question: where is the Makar? And also, why is there such a mechik from one to another? You have 960, 200, and 16. This is 16. Where this is coming from? What? Okay, but what's clear to me, he doesn't mention one word of the Tois Kahanim. He doesn't talk about the Tois Kahanim. That's him. Where do I know of it? It's the Tois Kahanim. Okay, say a smachta. Okay, smachta here, smachta him. Aber some mufurish Tois Kahanim. Wie ist the Tois Kahanim gewesen?
Maybe he didn't have the Tois Kahanim.
Okay, that's playing the professional outside guys to see if the Rajba brings anywhere Tois Kahanim. Hard to say the Rajba told the truth doesn't bring the Tois Kahanim. It's hard to say. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Check it out. But I'm just saying it's not chuvas over here. But this I just wanted to bring out. So he's saying that they're all going and so the Shum are only the Rabbanon. That's how they're going. But the Reish is not talking the Rabbanon. The Reish by stories is talking, and the going also over here in this shtickle we saw yesterday in Tzaddik Hay. This going over here is also the Chayre learning, and there's another going. Oh, I ain't got a minute. The going the Biagra. Biagra. Oh, they're going aside.
So you deal later, Shani, then.
Yeah, but this basic that's easy. That's why I got it. That Zok the going like this. Zok the on Tzir, Memashu Kosev Shama by the Zodim, Machlokes B'Tzir and the Bechul Tzaddik Tes, shiny Tzir. Zok the going that we're talking about Shamnunas. Now, once you talk about Shamnunas, and he also says this is. Moses says also he's talking here about Shamnunas, but the pshat is we're not talking about Tzir anymore. Once you talk about Shamnunas means the zaft and the zach. Once the zaft is that's already also that's time kicker. That's also the only problem here. He says over here,
Fish oil.
To shak sules tziron. That's the lashon of the Tois Kahanim. You do a das hapoiskim the tzir dogim midrabanan. The tzir is only midrabanan, but everything else is the isa. The machlokas kanteis. Once you're talking about the shaman, fa'im bebi agro yedeya the shukos the might be shuman. Once you talk about the shuman, that's the chirosa. That's the way they want to answer. That some want to answer the different tzir. You saw yesterday. There's a dot Tyson that says it's a smachta, and there's other Tyson that say that's not a smachta. So they want to say zei balma. When is it zei balma? Tzir is zei balma. But the Shuman Shel Dag, that's the Nishkan Balma, that's the way he said, so that's the way they want to go around the Zach. Okay, that's good.